Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm, where my addiction's all over the internet. On this channel I do book hauls, book reviews, audiobook reviews, and so much more. So I have finally finished um, Mad as a Hatter by uh, Tris Leah. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. So this is the first book. I think it says Cauldron of Crime. Hopefully that's the correct title for it. First of all, this was another one of the free ebooks that Barnes & Noble was offering, which I snapped up with no problem. And it is basically about a woman, I believe her name is Sophia. She returns back home to her little hometown and everything. And of course, she inherits the shop that her grandmother had, and she has to really work on this to really get the store ready. The thing about it is that all the stuff that her grandmother made was done through magic, and she lacks the ability to do it. However, what ends up happening is when she arrives, she encounters a guy called Isaac, who is very, very angry at the fact that a member of this family that he doesn't personally like has come back. And shortly after she meets up with him, he ends up dead. So of course she is really concerned about, going to prison and all that type of stuff. And as time progresses on, she learns a lot more about why Isaac hated her family and all that type of stuff. At the end of it, we find out the truth about why Isaac was killed and who killed him, and this woman actually intends to kill her because, just like with Isaac, she doesn't like the family. All in all, I enjoyed this book. I thought this book was very quirky and very nice, and really, you have this woman who's totally out of her element. Even though she was raised with it, she is out of her element. And we also hear about Mad Hatter disease. And for people that don't know, hats, male hats. So in the 1800s, early 1900s, up to a certain point, men and women wore hats. Well, men wore hats a lot more than women did. And there was a process to make hats, and this hat making process exposed the workers to mercury, and mercury attacks the nervous system. Well, it caused them to essentially go insane. So, not just that, but also the customers went insane. So it was known as Mad Hatter disease, and some people think that Mad Hatter disease was the basis for the character in Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter. So interesting little bit of history. Like I said, enjoyed it a lot. I am looking forward to reading the next book. However, I will not be picking that book up until next month. So it'll be part of maybe one or two ebook purchases that I will be making on my Nook. Alright, I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and I don't know yet which next book I'm going to read. I'm going to have to look back at all the ones I got, but I will continue reading more of the books. I am going to try to continue to read Spirit Through Water, or A Spirit Through Water. I'm kind of not liking the book and everything, but we'll see what happens. If I read some more again and it kind of starts getting better, then I will continue with it. If not, I will find a way to delete it off of my thing. Alright, I will see you guys around next time. Be well.